and welcome to Plans with Elle. This channel is going to be all about budgeting and planning, so if that's something that sounds appealing to you, something that you do as well, then please do stick around. For this first video, I wanted to do a monthly cash stuffing, simply because some figures don't divide nicely by 4, and I believe I'm running on a 4-week month, so that's why I'll be doing monthly sometimes, and then I'll be doing weekly as well. I'm doing this video purely to hold myself accountable. I've been cash stuffing for quite some time, quite a few years. Then I dipped off sort of around just before COVID and during it. And then recently I've restarted again because I remembered how good it was for me. It was thanks to cash stuffing that I was able to save to buy my first house. So I really want to get back into it again. So that I can do that. So that's why I'm starting here. So I want to get stuck straight into it. I'm sure I can speak more along the way. I'm sure there's always more things to share. So let's start with counting the money. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 270. So let's put that into different denominations. So there we are. Right, so I've got 2 binders at the moment, as you can see. There's not really a rhyme or reason to them. I was originally going to do annuals and ones that I spend more regularly, or long-term, short-term, but I'm not there yet. I've got 2 binders. Let's see how we get on. This first one is from Labelle Budgets. I believe I've put a business card in the back. Really love the design of the budget book dashboard that she did, so fell in love with that. Actually, while I'm at it, this binder is also from Labelle Budgets as well. So in we go. The envelopes are all her as well, and the trackers, these ones are off What If I Fly 17 on Etsy. So I am actually going to start in the emergency fund. Now, we as in me and my family, me and my partner, and we have a little one as well, who we'll be calling Sweet Pea. We have already got £1,000 emergency fund. So this is sort of just like starting it again. So I'm going to be putting £20 in this month to the emergency fund. It is supposed to be 25, but I've miscalculated somewhere, so I'll put that in at another time. So let's start colouring this in. So we're aiming for our 2000. I don't know if this is going to show up so well. That's not a good start, is it? Let's try and see if I can use another one. It's very faint, it's going to have to do. There we go. So that is the first £20 there. I'm going to put that to the side to let that dry. So that's 20 to the emergency fund. Car insurance is going to be a weekly stuff. MOT and service is going to be a weekly stuff. Home insurance. I already have £10 in home insurance. Not sure why. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that 10 and pick up 20. So that's 20 and 30. Put that in there. Oh, fingers and thumbs. And then let's colour some of these in. I'm going to use the same colour that I just used. I know it's not the most obvious. So that's £30. Leave that to the side to dry again. Okay, next is debt, which is going to be getting £50. This tracker is from DD Louise Budgets. Really like this one. I haven't put a total amount on yet. I'm not going to fill this in until I've done some sort of like debt confessions video so I can figure out actually what I want each of these hexagons to be worth. but I will put in the £50 that needs to go in there. So that is 20, 40, 50. There we are. Feels quite exciting to be finally starting on this journey and joining in with what seems like such a lovely community on YouTube. Mortgage, I believe I'm going to make a monthly stuff, but not doing it this month. This is purely to try and do the 10% to reduce the term of the mortgage. Household, this is another debt, if you like. So sold my house earlier in the year. I bought a new one. I had some money left over from it and from the sale of the house, and I've used some of that money to buy things for this house. But what I don't want to do is just to buy new things for this house and then that money just disappears. So we're using it as if it is a loan and we're going to be paying it back so that that money is still there. And I believe it should have 210 in on this occasion because one of the items we bought was £210. Otherwise, we plan on doing £200 over a month, or I think it's going to be £50 a week for this one. So let's count it anyway. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 210. Lovely. So I will need to colour that one in. But as I said, this is going to be a weekly stuffing rather than a monthly one. It's household, and this money is for my cash stuffing, and that's everything in that binder. So there we go. Right then, moving on to the daisy binder. So starting off with Christmas, I believe that is a weekly stuff. So moving on, gifts is going to be monthly, or at least this month it is because it's £30 and I didn't want to split that over 4 weeks. So gifts is getting 30. I don't plan on getting a tracker with this one because, well, a colouring in tracker. I do have the spending tracker in there because I imagine it's going to be one of those that I'll be dipping in and out of rather than collecting. Holiday is a weekly stuff, I think, or it might be monthly, but regardless, nothing's going into it this month anyway. Date night is a monthly stuff, again, at least for this month because it is £30. Is this one open? Yes, it is. Okay, that's date night. Days out. Haven't decided if this is weekly or monthly yet, but either way, it's not getting any money at the moment. Girls trip. This is something that I'm hoping to do some point next year, go shopping with my mum. It's getting nothing for now. I believe I might either do a challenge to save up for this one. It might just be leftover change from my spending money. And then maybe actually start setting money aside for it closer to the time. But for now, it's getting nothing. Boys trip, however, is going to get some money this month. My partner is going away. You can probably just about see through there to Ibiza next year. And it's getting 100. So let's have a look what we've got here. I believe that's 100. Let's just check that. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that's going to go in there. I will colour this tracker another time because I don't know how I want to do it yet. Sweet Pea is my little one. I get for him the Love Every Toy subscription, Montessori-based toy subscription. Love the quality of the products. I love the little guides that they give you to show you how best to make it work. This one is not a cash stuffing. This is one that I actually just transfer online. I've been doing it for a while now and it's worked out really, really well for us. That's showing nicely. So I have managed to save already half the amount, and I've decided to pay for it annually because the company allows for you to buy 5 sets of toys at once. So each box has 3 months worth of toys in from, I think it's 1 year on. And so I've paid for 5 up front, 5 subscription boxes up front, and I'm now starting to build up money for the next 5 boxes for the next year's worth. It's 5 or 4. My mind's gone a little bit blank as to which one. I just know that I'm on track, and by the time I've saved up this 480, it will be time for me to get that for him. So yes, been really loving these toys, been really pleased with them. Good developmental toys. He even dips into some of the toys where they're a little bit younger than his age range. No, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. So, almost coloured in there. So I didn't actually say the amount, I don't think, that I've saved, did I? So I have saved £240 already, and like I say, that is in my bank. I might just, oh dear, finish colouring that a bit better off camera because I don't know if you really needed the ramble about my son's toy subscription, but there you go, you've got it. So I will pop that to the side as well to dry. Back to bank, nothing to go back to the bank yet. Dice challenge, I'll talk more about that in my weekly stuffing. Penny challenge, I'll talk more in my weekly stuffing. So I have £20 left. I should only have £10 left. So I'm going to have to figure out, after I've filmed this off camera, where this extra 10 has come from and where I've gone wrong, and I will try to rectify it for my weekly cash stuffing, which I am just going to film shortly after this one. So I do know that I'm going to use 10 now, and actually, let's put it back there. Let's move that out of the way for the moment. I do actually need the dice, so I may as well talk a little bit about the dice challenge now. It's also from LaBelle Budgets. It's her 90s theme tracker, beautiful tracker. I just thought it was really cool. It saves £275. So this might be something that I use towards that girls' trip that I've got. But it's the dice I want for now. It's the dice on this occasion. So I have set myself an envelope for each of the numbers on the dice. I have got, I can just show you, just get my bit of paper, avoid the candle. Hoping you can see that. So if I roll a 1, Christmas, 2, date night, 3, debt, 4, gifts, 5, car maintenance, 6, days out, 7, holiday, 8, household debt, 9, split the spending between myself and my partner, and 0 would be to roll again. So that's what we're going to do with the £10, just £10, because I need to figure out what's happening with this other £10 and where I've gone wrong somewhere. Maybe one of you will be able to tell that I've miscalculated somewhere already. But yes, I want to say this is not my idea. I have seen this with Budgets and Dreams. Jen, she's done a lovely one of these. I think hers only goes up to 6, but she inspired me for this, so that's why we're doing that. So with that in mind, let me put that back actually over here. There we go. So let's have a roll, see what we get. It's a 1, so that is £10 going into Christmas. Happy with that, because we've saved nothing so far for Christmas, and it is October. The original plan was to have about £600 in total, but yeah, this is the first £10, so we'd have to put an awful lot in, what, £300 a month almost, really, to get to 600. So I think that's going to have to change now. We'll probably now instead do £300. We've spoken to family members. Adults aren't too fussed about getting toys or presents even, so we'll probably focus on the children within the family. So 300, I'm hoping, should cover that, should cover food, should cover if we're going out for staff drinks or staff meals, things like that. So How exciting. That brings us to the end of my first ever cash stuffing. I'm hoping that if you've managed to stick around to the end of the video that you have enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for what I will do with this £10. Hopefully I will figure it out. But yes, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care.